Hey there G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here, bringing you another G.I. Joe toy review. This week I will be reviewing Duke version 2, also known as Tiger Force Duke. This Duke right here, G.I. Joe's first sergeant. I love Tiger Force. Out of all of the G.I. Joe sub-teams, Tiger Force is number one. Especially Duke. He's top of my list, not because he's a popular character, just because he is awesome. I'll go into that a little more into this review. So it is safe to say that Duke is a fan favorite. So in 1988, Hasbro launched the Tiger Force sub-team as a part of the 7th series. They reused the molds of several characters and gave them a new paint scheme. Duke was in the stores from 1988 until 1990 and was then discontinued domestically. There are no known variations of Duke version 2 to exist. Duke was made from the mold of several other Joes. His head, legs, and chest were created from the mold of Duke version 1, and his arms were from Hit and Run. I unfortunately don't have a sample of Hit and Run to show you because mine's broken at the moment. His legs are from the Cobra Officer right here, or his waist, I'm sorry, he's from Cobra Officer. Sorry about the lighting, folks. Let's see. He also shares the same legs as Gung Ho version 1 and the upper legs of Major Blood version 1. And the same chest was used for Steel Brigade and Starduster. Hasbro is really pinching the penny with this, with Duke version 2 and version 1. But the Tiger Force Duke didn't make any media appearances that I was able to find, such as a comic book or even in the Deke animated series. But if I haven't watched the Deke series, but if you happen to know about that, I didn't find anything in my research. Please let me know in the comments. Duke was such a popular character amongst the collectors. They made 51 versions of him. The last one was released in 2016. So let's go ahead and take a look at Duke's accessories. Right here. And take a look. He came with a set of binoculars, very same as Duke version 1. They are in a lighter color. His helmet followed the classic G.I. Joe standard. His machine gun, it does match a real-world machine gun. So this one is also made up of a lighter color plastic. And this backpack, that was completely overused. This backpack actually, sorry about that, it's a pretty good sculpt, even though it was done to death. It has a bedroll that goes up around the top, some pouches down here at the bottom, and a nice shovel sculpted right in the middle of it. And they even got down to making little wrinkles in the bedroll there, and as the peg for it to peg into his back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the paint and paint scheme of Duke. As you see, he's wearing tan tiger stripe pants. He has gray boots with a knife sculpted in the side there. He has this very nice belt that wraps all the way around. Very good detail on it, with a green shirt and a a brown or almost burgundy bandolier. He has the infamous hand grenade sculpted on his upper left chest, 2 pockets, and his jump wings on his upper right chest. And he is also wearing a second shirt underneath with a red collar. Same head as version 1. They just redid the hair for some reason. They were real famous about that, especially when with Lowlight version 2, they completely buggered him up. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation of Duke. His arms go out to the side. His joints are a little tight. For this one, they do rotate 360 degrees, bend at the elbow 90 degrees, and it has the very nice swivel arm battle grip. His head, even though he was made after 1985, they used the same mold, so it only goes side to side. It does not move up and down. His legs extend out to the front so far, and knees bend at a 90-degree angle. He does have a rubber O-ring on the inside to help hold him together. I do not have Duke's file card, unfortunately, so I copied his file card information down from yojo.com, and it reads codename Duke, Tiger 1st Force Sergeant, Squad Leader, file name Hauser Conrad S, primary military specialty Airborne Infantryman, secondary military specialty Small Arms Repair, birthplace St. Louis, Missouri. Second paragraph is Duke is fluent in French, German, and English. When he enlisted, he graduated top of his class at Fort Benning Airborne School, opted out of officer. I couldn't read my own writing. He opted for U.S. Army Special Languages School, where he specialized in Han Chinese and Southeast Asian dialects. Upon graduation, he served in the Army Special Forces Unit in Southeast Asia, where he received the Medal of Honor and 2 Bronze Stars. Very highly decorated. He received those accommodations, I'm paraphrasing, and in quotations, for single-handedly receiving or rescuing 34 POWs from a heavily guarded enemy compound. When they're talking about Southeast Asia, they were referring to the Vietnam conflict. And it reads in quotations, the man's a walking legend. He has more combat experience than some of those generals in the Pentagon. Duke's the kind of grunt you want to have by your side when the going gets tough. He can assess any hostile situation with lightning speed and act upon it quicker than you can say Tiger Force. The man doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, I don't think he has ever heard of the word at all. Duke is a combination of an Eagle Scout mixed with Audie Murphy. He has the reflexes of a greased ninja, and I really love this character. He was great in the cartoons. He was a no-nonsense kind of guy, even though he did let some things slide, but he was pretty rigid in the cartoon. I was excited when I got Tiger Force Duke as a kid. He has been one of my favorite action figures ever since. And with all that being said, I'll go ahead and give him a rating on his paint scheme. I'll give him a 10 out of 10. It's pretty original. The yellow and tan do go together. They're still military colors. Tiger Force, or the Tiger Stripe pattern, does blend in very well in a tropical setting. His sculpting, I'll give him 8 out of 10 because the pieces are overused. His accessories, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Again, because the backpack was overused. I won't go with the helmet being overused, because that's pretty common in the Army as well, but we'll leave it at that. Armament, 6 out of 10. He only comes with the one machine gun, but that was pretty common back then, and in the 90s they really overdid it with the weapons trees. Gave them too many weapons to even carry, and even in modern day they give them far too many weapons. Even though Duke didn't score perfect 40 points, he is still a top shelf figure. He is popular with collectors and had a lot of airtime, as I had mentioned. He is just a great figure in general. So if you're looking for a Tiger Force Duke on the aftermarket, be prepared to pay a lot. The lowest I have seen him complete with file card is $20. I don't know if that's because they didn't make so many of them, they made less of him than the others, or if it's just because of his popularity. And his accessories alone start at $5 and go on up. If you don't care about the file card, he's going for around $4, just loose as it is right here. No accessories. He starts at $4 on up. So this has been my review of Duke version 2. I hope that you enjoyed it. If so, go ahead and hit that like button, and please share this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos and reviews. I can't do this without you guys. I greatly appreciate all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I'm checking it every day, and it really makes me feel good when I see people subscribe and see my numbers go up. And it's not about numbers, it's about you guys. I'm doing this to share my passion about G.I. Joe, my passion about toy collecting. A lot of my toys, a lot of my G.I. Joes are from my childhood. Even though I'm still buying the modern figures and the vintage on the aftermarket, most of the collection I've been showing you has been mine from when I was a child. Sorry about all that. I'm filming off of my cell phone. Don't forget, December is Fan Choice Month. If you have an action figure or a vehicle you would like to see reviewed, go ahead and leave your request down in the comments. The deadline for the request will be November 24th, 2017. That way I can get the information together for the videos to get them ready for December. So there you have it. Thanks again to all of you. This is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. Have a great day. Not that Duke, even though he is really cool and would make an excellent G.I. Joe.